Republicans let Trump keep unparalleled benefit, IRS immunity. That's the headline from a New York Times news analysis by Andrew Duran, reporting from Washington. The story centers on acting Attorney General Todd Blanche, who faced a rebellion from Senate Republicans over his nomination to be the permanent Attorney General. That rebellion, now seemingly contained, at no point fundamentally questioned President Trump's new protections from the IRS. Even as Blanche bowed to Republican demands to pare back the extraordinary benefits the Justice Department offered to Trump and his allies this spring, he would only go so far. Blanche did, after weeks of back and forth, put in writing that he was ending the $1.8 billion fund created to pay people who say they have been targeted by Democratic officials. And as part of the same announcement Sunday night, Blanche clarified that there were, actually, some limits on the seemingly boundless protection from IRS examination that he ordered up for Mr. Trump, his family, and their businesses. But the fact remains that Trump, a billionaire who was tangled with the IRS throughout his life, no longer has to worry about the agency coming after him for any of the many aggressive tax positions he has taken over the years. Where the IRS previously made a point of regularly auditing whoever occupies the Oval Office, Trump has leveraged his control of the federal government to instead escape the scrutiny that every other modern president, not to mention every other regular taxpayer, has been subject to. There's no question that such immunity, itself without precedent, will be immensely valuable for Trump. But exactly how much in additional taxes and penalties he can now avoid is unclear. IRS audits are, in general, confidential. Just one dispute Mr. Trump had with the agency, previously revealed by the New York Times, could have cost him more than $100 million. Any other ongoing audits could have cost him even more. Trump himself addressed this in the Oval Office on Monday, saying, "I've been audited every year for my entire life. I have a lot of wealthy friends that were never audited to this day. I was treated very unfairly by the IRS." Trump's newly won ability to thwart the tax agency does not seem to bother the Senate Republicans who refused to advance Blanche's nomination without changes to the deal. Both Senators John Cornyn of Texas and Thom Tillis of North Carolina said on Monday that they were satisfied with Blanche's concessions and would vote to approve him. Indeed, Cornyn and Tillis had only ever sought to correct the sloppy way the audit protection was drafted and to put in writing Blanche's previous, spoken clarifications. Cornyn, for example, asked Blanche to state that Trump could only avoid audits of tax returns he had already filed, meaning that the president could still face an IRS exam of claims he makes the next time he does his taxes. The initial wording of Blanche's order had been far broader. So while the rebellion against Blanche's nomination is now seemingly contained, at no point did it fundamentally question Trump's new protections from the IRS.
Thanks for listening.